Hello everybody, this is Himawari Fiance, recently upgraded from Himawari Boyfriend. I am taking over this channel just to show a few things that I got at the October 1st Hobonichi release, mainly the One Piece items. So I will show you what I got and how I plan to use it next year. And then maybe at the end I'll also show a few other One Piece related things I picked up that are semi-relevant for those who are interested. So let's begin. Not a giant haul. I got actually a cover. I will not be putting that on because that takes too long and I always mess up. Pencil board with illustrations or like cells, well, from the manga, basically illustrations as well, and then the Straw Hat Luffy Ivory Weeks. So, oh, and two decorages. One that says Don and one with the faces of the Straw Hat crew. I've been on and off reading and watching One Piece, but I think it's a fun collaboration. And for my touches I tend to go for a bit more, I don't know, more, how to put it, gaming or manga or anime related, more than the more artsy kind of pastel-y or embroidered type of covers and things. But that's just my personal taste. So yeah, this is nice. This is similar to the previous pen boards, the previous years. I have two here from pencil boards. This is from last year. I didn't buy a One Piece Tetsu last year because I wasn't a huge fan of the A5 and A6 covers, the colors they chose. And the weeks were only bow and tie, which is also not what I tend to go for. So I still have these, but it's kind of similar, just two colored scenes from the manga. And then we have the Tetsu itself. And of course the pamphlet, but I'm sure you've all seen that many times now, so I won't open that. It's a very nice cover. It's well, it's called Straw Hat Luffy Ivory, and you can see that the white in the illustration is different than the background. It's a ivory background, and it's a nice illustration. This is the author's hand drawing Luffy as he's running across with a giant brush, and then we have the collaboration seal and the One Piece and Hobonichi Tetsu collaboration. And then these fell out, but basically we also get the corner pocket and a Weaver card sticker, like with all the other One Piece Tetsus. I got that 2 years ago as well when I bought them. And the inside, this is the Japanese version, but there's nothing One Piece related inside. There's nothing in the end that's unique to it. The quotes are also standard in the A5 and A6s. All the quotes are quotes from the manga and who said it, basically, and also each month starts with basically a scene from the manga and at the start of each month. That's nice, just standard weeks with a nice illustration. Got the 2025 year in gold. Got a nice, what do you call it, spine. No, actually no. This is the 2023 weeks, which I really like, and I wish they did this kind of just take a scene from the manga and put it in black and white each year. That would have been nice. It also has a black spine and gold lettering for the year, but yeah, quite different still. And then lastly, I have these two deco rushes, and I actually did open them before, and I tested it on here. So the first one is the crew's faces. I accidentally put it a bit crooked, but I'm not perfect, so neither is this. And then the second one, the more fun one, I think, is the one that says Dawn. So it's basically Dawn is in the manga the giant text that appears behind or in front of a scene where something is appearing or something surprising, or like the ball drops, or yeah, something dramatic happens basically. And it actually was quite long until it started repeating itself. So as I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 different dawns, or dodons, or dawn, and yeah, but it's really fun. So if you like Dawn, this is probably for you. Not sure how I will utilize it, but still like it. Great, that is it for the purchases. Well, actually, no, I did. No, I will show that at the end. Apologies. From previous years, you already saw. I have this one, the weeks from 2023, and I do have cut. Resume. The A6 Techo in red, which I like. This color I did like, unlike the other last year's. And this was just my memory keeping in Swedish with some decoration and illustration and different things. And this also has a pencil board in the same style as the others. Yes, and then this one is still also for sale, but this is from 2 years ago. Also for everyone who likes Dawn. There's more stickers that says Dawn and Dododon. And also I have this memo pad, which is still available. It was available at Loft, but there's also a newer one for this year with different themes. But I think I showed this one 2 years ago as well. So that is it for the official Hobonichi One Piece collaboration that I have since before and that I bought now. So next I will talk a little bit about how I will use it. So the way I will use this is similar to how I've used these two. This is not One Piece themed. This is my Doraemon one that I'm using this year, but it has the same setup as this one. So basically in 2023 I started this Techo for language learning and to try to do more art. So this is basically Techo where I do memory keeping in Japanese on the left side, and I try to do illustration from manga or anime or something that I've enjoyed on the right side. And that was a fun thing to do, but as you can see here, this is actually the last day I managed to write, and that was in September. And my last illustration, which is half finished, is in October. So clearly I did not manage to stick through with it. It just work got too intense and I didn't have time, and once I start falling behind, there's nothing I could have done. Maybe I'll go back to it in the future and finish the illustrations and write, maybe not. I guess I could look at my Techo for not years and just do the memory keeping. Anyway, that's not important. But what is important is I tried again this year, and I am still going strong. So this one, again, I'm doing illustration on the right side and memory keeping on the left side. And just try to do something each week, and even though I still fall behind, you can see here I am not caught up with illustrations, and my last day writing is 8th of September, so I'm just a month behind, and illustrations I'm way more behind, but once I catch up maybe I can do something. However, what I wanted to get to was that I do enjoy writing Japanese on a daily basis because it keeps me focused on it keeps me practicing Japanese without using only my apps, because I do Anki flashcards, and I have a Bun Pro app that does like fill in the blank for grammar points. But by writing by hand each day, I feel like I tend to learn new kanji. I try to put to use the grammar I have learned, and just get faster at writing, basically. However, what I do not... where I think I failed the first year is I make it too complicated, because I do write it first on my phone for spell checking and make sure I have the right kanji, and then I transcribe it into this one. And that whole process for 1 day's worth of writing is maybe 15 minutes. But it takes a lot of effort. So it does take a lot of time, because I'm sometimes too tired to do it. And once I have 2, 3, or 4 days backed up, it gets very difficult. So what I hope to do for this year is, instead of do memory keeping on the left side, I just transcribe already written text, either from manga or a book or song lyrics. That way I do not keep using the same grammar, which I tend to do in the old ones. It's obvious when I learn a new grammar point, because 3 days in a row I use that grammar point. And then I tend to just stick to the same thing, like today I did this, this and this, and after that we did this. By going to other mediums to find something to write, I think I will learn a different variety of kanji and grammar, and learn more how it's naturally used rather than how I would phrase it, because I keep phrasing it the same way. So I will try to do that, and then still maybe do 1 illustration each week. Maybe I'll stick thematically with One Piece and try to do something like that, or if I lack inspiration I might branch out. But that's basically it for me, and I don't know if other people use Hobonichi for language learning or how you use it, but I would be interested to learn that as well. I'm also interested to see what other people buy from the One Piece collaboration. So yeah, let me know if you have any comments or questions about this. And then lastly, for those who are interested, I did go to the One Piece store as well, and I bought this. It's too big for the view, but basically it's a box in the shape of, in the design of the first One Piece manga book. And inside there is first a pouch with the same illustration in a synthetic material. Unfortunately, the quality is not very good. You can see the colors are a bit dark, muddled. It's not very sharp. It feels very flimsy, and the zipper starts in the bottom, which is, I don't know, feels less natural. So I probably won't use this for my tetris, but maybe as a book cover or something if I need to bring my book along somewhere. But it also came with stickers from the first book, so a much more high-res and better color fidelity sticker of the front cover. And then it has different scenes or pages from the manga, which is quite nice. And they're a nice size to use in these tetris. Maybe I'll try to use these for some kind of chapter division, or each beginning of each month, or something like that. give me a break from illustrating each week. Maybe I can use one of these if I'm not feeling inspired or have time. And then lastly, I don't have it here now, but in the box there was also a t-shirt, black t-shirt with a scene when Shanks gave Luffy the hat. Actually, I also got 2 stickers, and maybe it's easier to see here. So this one, but with white background instead of green. And then lastly, I also got the Going Merry sticker. So yeah, that is it for me. Hopefully someone will find this interesting or useful. And yeah, and maybe in the future I'll do a more expanded explanation of how I tend to do with my other techos and art, daily art efforts. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.